In the cold silence of space, far from any sun, a dark fleet moved through the stars. Thousands of alien warships glowing with blue fire cut across the endless void. Inside the largest ship, the Council of Varnock gathered. Their leader, Lord Vekar, stood before a huge hologram of a small blue planet, Earth. He spoke in a deep, proud voice. This world is divided. These humans fight each other every day. They are weak. The council members nodded. One said their weapons are primitive. Their people are simple. We can take their planet easily. Vekar raised his hand. Then let us vote. One by one, the alien hands lifted. The vote was clear. Invade Earth. Moments later, the engines of the great ships roared. The stars around them bent as they jumped into hyperspace. The invasion had begun. Back on Earth, deep inside a research lab, Dr. Maya Trent stared at her computer screen. Strange signals from deep space filled her monitor. Repeating patterns, unknown frequencies. Her heart raced. This isn't a star, she whispered. It's movement. Her assistant looked at her. You mean something's coming? She nodded slowly. Yes, and they're not friendly. Outside, the night sky looked peaceful, quiet, calm. No one on Earth knew that at that very moment, an entire alien armada was heading straight toward them. A signal pulsed again, louder this time. Maya stared at it, realizing the truth. They think we are weak, she said softly. Her screen flickered once more, then went dark. The invasion had already begun, and Earth didn't even know it yet. The next morning, the world woke up to strange lights in the sky. Over the Pacific Ocean, clouds began to glow red. Airplanes reported seeing black shadows moving above the atmosphere. Silent, fast, and huge. In Washington, alarms rang through the underground command center. General Harris stared at the radar screen. These are not meteors, he said. They're ships. No one believed it at first. But within minutes, every satellite above Earth went dark. Communications failed. Television channels turned to static. The world fell into confusion. Then the first strike came. A bright beam of light shot down from the sky and hit the ocean. The explosion was so strong it created a wave taller than buildings. People in coastal cities screamed as power grids failed. The alien ships descended, sharp, black, and glowing from beneath. Dr. Maya Trent watched it all from her lab. It's them, she whispered. They've arrived. Her assistant asked, terrified. What do we do now? Maya turned to her computer and began typing quickly. We find a way to talk to them, or stop them. Meanwhile, deep underground, General Harris opened a metal case labeled Project Aegis. Inside were secret plans, weapons never shown to the public. He looked at his team. If they think Earth is weak, he said, loading a command chip, let's show them what we're made of. In the night sky, alien ships covered the stars. But from Earth's surface, a quiet defense began to move. Hidden submarines, deep space drones, and coded signals between scientists and soldiers. The first war for Earth had begun, and for the first time, humanity stood together, silent, waiting for the moment to strike back. The invasion spread faster than anyone expected. Within hours, cities across the world were under attack. The alien beams cut through buildings like paper. Skies turned red, filled with smoke and falling metal. Humanity fought back, but nothing seemed to stop them. In New York, fighter jets launched missiles that vanished before reaching the enemy. The alien shields were too strong. In Tokyo, the sky was filled with strange drones, scanning every street for survivors. Panic spread everywhere. Governments tried to contact each other, but all signals were jammed. The world was silent, except for the sound of destruction. Dr. Maya Trent sat inside her dark lab, staring at endless lines of alien code flashing across her screen. They're using a frequency we've never seen before, she said. It's not just communication, it's control, her assistant frowned. Control of what? Maya took a deep breath. Our systems, maybe even our minds. She started decoding the pattern, trying to find a weakness. Her eyes burned from staring too long, but she didn't stop. There's always a way, she whispered. At the same time, General Harris and his team were running out of options. Every missile failed, every base destroyed. He stood in front of a broken screen showing red dots, alien ships everywhere. He clenched his fists. If this continues, we lose Earth by dawn. Outside, people looked up at the dark sky. The stars they once loved were now filled with fear. But in one corner of the chaos, a signal blinked. a single pulse from Dr. Maya's lab. She had found something, small but powerful, a hidden code inside the alien signal. It was weak, but it was hope. The world was burning, but deep beneath the ruins, humanity began to rise again. Dr. Maya Trent worked without rest, tracing every alien signal. Her discovery was shocking, a weakness inside the invaders' energy network. They use the same pulse to power all ships, she said. If we interrupted even for seconds, their whole system could fail. General Harris listened carefully. His uniform was torn, his eyes tired, but his voice was firm. Then that's our chance, he said. We strike where it hurts. From an underground base beneath the Rocky Mountains, the last human command was forming a plan, Operation Dawnfire. In silence, technicians linked old satellites and secret military codes to create a new network. Soldiers from every country gathered together. There were no borders anymore, only survival. Meanwhile, above the Earth, Lord Vakar watched with arrogance. His fleet floated proudly, glowing like burning stars. Earth is broken, he said to his commanders. Soon this planet will kneel. But as he turned away, one of his officers shouted, My lord! Sector 9. The energy grid is unstable. Vakar frowned. Impossible. Humans cannot. Before he could finish, the lights inside the ship flickered. Systems failed for 2 seconds, just 2 seconds, but enough to cause panic. On Earth, General Harris saw the signal. It's working, he shouted. Fire everything we have. Missiles launched from hidden silos. Submarines rose from the oceans and fighter jets burst through the smoke-filled skies. Explosions lit the night like burning suns. For the first time since the invasion began, alien ships fell. Humanity had drawn blood. And far above the clouds, Lord Vakar's proud eyes widened in disbelief. This cannot be happening. The war had just changed. The sky burned with light and fire. The first alien warships fell into the ocean, leaving waves taller than towers. Across the planet, people cheered for the first time in weeks. Humanity had finally struck back. General Harris stood before a glowing map inside the underground command center. Now they know, he said quietly. Earth fights back. His team worked fast, sending new attack codes through Dr. Maya's hacked network. Every remaining satellite was turned into a weapon. Every hidden base became a launch point. Dr. Maya's voice came through the speakers, calm but firm. We have one chance. If we hit their main ship, their entire fleet will lose control. Harris nodded. Then we end it tonight. Above the Earth, chaos spread through the alien ranks. Systems glitched, energy shields flickered, and confusion echoed across their ships. Lord Vakar shouted, Find the source of the disruption. Destroy it. But it was too late. Human fighter jets and missiles pierced through the cracks in their defense. The human fleet, built in secret over years, rose from the moon base carrying the Earth's flag. Every pilot knew this could be their last flight, yet none turned back. The battle filled the orbit with explosions. Alien drones fell like rain. In one bright flash, the humans launched the final wave, Operation Dawnfire. A massive EMP pulse surged through space, striking the alien mothership. Inside his command bridge, Lord Vakar watched his empire crumble. The lights around him went dark, he whispered. They were supposed to be weak. On Earth, cheers echoed from every city, every shelter, every survivor. Dr. Maya looked up at the night sky, glowing with falling wreckage, and whispered, Humanity's revenge has just begun. The war was over. The sky, once filled with fire and smoke, was now calm and silver. Broken alien ships drifted across the horizon like ghosts of a lost empire. Earth was scarred, but it was still alive. Humanity had survived. In the silence after the last explosion, people came out from underground shelters. Cities were in ruins, but hearts were full of pride. For the first time in history, every human stood as one. There were no flags, no countries, only Earth. General Harris walked across the battlefield, his boots crunching over the ashes. He looked up at the stars and said quietly, We won, but at a price. His radio cracked. Sir, Dr. Maya Trent wants to speak with you. In the old command center, Maya stood beside a flickering screen. Her face was tired, but her eyes were bright. It's finally over, she said softly. But the universe knows our name now. They will come again someday. Harris nodded slowly. Then we'll be ready. Outside, children played among the ruins, chasing the sunlight through broken walls. From the sky, pieces of alien metal fell like silver rain. Humanity began rebuilding, stronger, smarter, united. At night, Maya stood on a rooftop watching the stars. The same stars that once carried death now looked peaceful again. She whispered to herself, they thought Earth was weak, but they were wrong. A new dawn rose over the horizon. Golden light touched the broken buildings, turning them into symbols of hope. Humanity had faced extinction and won. The camera pans out, showing the blue planet shining in the dark universe.